Hello everyone and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. Robert Rambles here, and thank you so much for joining me today. You might be wondering, where are we? Well, we're at the Westfall Lighthouse. Actually, you didn't have to wonder, you could have just read it. And it was thanks to one of your comments that led me out here to get a few quests from Captain Grayson, who I'm pretty sure is a ghost. And I've never done these quests before, I've never known about these quests before, so thank you so much, you know who you are. And sorry it took so long, I'm usually a few recordings ahead of what I'm actually posting, because I tend to play a little bit in bulk, and then to post that over the next number of days. But we are going to do these quests now. The first one is gray. I have a feeling it probably just went gray because the other two are green. So we'll get a little bit of experience for it, and we already have some of the components that we need. So let's take a look at what these entail here. The night the lighthouse keeper's family died was horrible. I watched helpless as old Murkai led the attack. But what's done is done, and now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the great sea, whose ships come close to the perilous rocks of the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the flame, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Yeah, but who are you? Like, some random ghost who crashed here? Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me 5 flasks of oil from the harvest monsters. Oh, that's where we were getting those. And I probably had a bunch more that I sold, so we will have to do that. I'm interested to see where that goes. And then a quest to kill a crap ton of different murlocs. You probably noticed all the shipwrecks along the coast. The Great Sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear, so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they are safe. The murlocs are trouble, though. Kill a bunch of them. I can agree with that. A coastal menace. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black that night because old Murkai had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame, but old Murkai coerced the weaker-minded murlocs to raid the lighthouse with him once again. The second time, the family was not so lucky as before. And before my eyes, they perished helplessly. Slay old Murkai if you see him along the shore, and bring me one of his scales, and I shall reward you. We don't need that, I don't think. Okay, so I'm assuming we're just gonna head north. We're gonna kill a bunch of murlocs. We're looking for old Murkai, and then we have to head inland a bit. Harvest monsters. We could probably work our way up here, and then we could cut up to the farm here. And I'm assuming the Alexson farmstead has the same kinds of harvesters that we've seen all over Westfall. I will say, compared to being in the wetlands, it's nice to be back in Westfall today. The wetlands is maybe one of my least favorite lower level zones. And I didn't know that until I played there a bit on the Warlock, and I started to get an idea that I didn't care for it as a zone. Those suspicions were confirmed when we were just there. Oh look! Old Murkai, he's right here in front of us. How kind of him to be so easy to find right here by the lighthouse. Let's get a good look at this sucker. Well, we were able to basically kill him with our wand. Ooh, whoa. That was a random blue BOE? Damn. I'm shocked. This might be our first random blue. Now I want to say we got a cloth helm on the Warlock. What is attacking us anyway? Oh, we're just poisoned. Volatile infection inflicts 60 nature damage to nearby allies every 15 seconds, including ourselves. Well, that's pretty damn cool looking, actually. We are definitely going to try to sell this to a level 15 tank on the auction house. Failing that, I mean, we hold on to it for I don't know what purpose. I would say future characters, but I don't know if I plan to have anybody equipping a one-handed sword in the future. Maybe a rogue? Either way, pretty cool. Super excited about that. We're just gonna tear a holy path right through all these murlocs, and by doing so, hopefully complete the quest quite naturally as we head to the north. We'll even grab some of these suckers out of the water. I still haven't been able to find another group to do dead mines. I found that one group really easily. It seemed to all come together really easily, and I have not been able to find a group when I've been looking to do dead mines to complete the quest that we now have for it. The only solution to this is to be in a guild, I guess. I don't know. And that's kind of what I've been reading. I've been reading different articles from different folks who played Classic, and they have taken, you know, the more casual approach to leveling that I kind of have, where I just like to try a bunch of things and then finally we settle on the priest. And I feel like I've explored the nooks and crannies of Azeroth at the pace that I've wanted to, and I've enjoyed all my time. But now it's just hard to find people to group up with for the lower level group content, unless you're in a guild, which I guess I need to be. I just look at all the guilds that like spam, and I get really worried about joining a guild for a lot of reasons. I'm a pretty particular person, and I don't think my standards are incredibly high. I just expect certain things from people as far as behavior. Basically, I just need to be in a guild of like semi-mature adults. And by adults, I mean over the age of 21. And by mature, I mean, like, you don't say sexist, racist, or bigoted things for really any reason. And we don't get embroiled in political talk. That would be good. That everyone is, you know, basically helpful to each other and kind. I guess those would be some of the minimum expectations, and really the only expectations. Don't be a dick. Be kind. Don't troll in chat. Any chat. Whether it's guild chat or trade chat. Don't say offensive things. What's an offensive thing? If you have to ask that question, there's probably not a reason to say the thing you're thinking about. So when you join a random guild of unknowns, you don't always get that. And I don't want to worry about like things that are going on in guild chat that I don't necessarily want to see, be a part of, or accidentally record. That makes sense. I would need to know that everything's on the level, and the only way to do that would be for me to start my own guild. And I don't think I'd be a very good guild leader. I could be a guild organizer and supporter. And I would heal any reasonable dungeon that I could for you guys. But I don't know if I'd be a good guild leader. And so I balk at the concept of starting a guild, while I also balk at the concept of joining a random guild, so it's kind of like I'm in a catch-22. What are you? A tide hunter. We do need some of you. If I talked less, I would probably pay more attention to the types of murloc that we're slaughtering, but it's so easy on the priest, and not easy necessarily in a boring way. It has a very nice flow, and the class and the rotation that you use is almost cathartic once you just sink into it. I feel like we can even deal with trouble scenarios pretty easily. I don't know. It's been a very enjoyable class. It's definitely the most enjoyable class that I've tried so far in Classic. And part of me has considered, you know, moving to a priest as my main, going into Shadowlands, whereas normally I would go as a paladin. This has me considering perhaps Athos comes to the world of Shadowlands with us, and we see what that's like. The other alternative is that Athos could come into Shadowlands with us, and he could be one of the characters that I put through the revamped leveling experience. And if you're not familiar with the revamped leveling experience, basically you're going to level 1 to 10 in a custom brand new starting area that teaches you all kinds of nice stuff about the game. And after that, if you're a new player, you're going directly to battle for Azeroth. If you're an existing player, you can pick any of the expansions to completely play through. And that's going to get you from level 10 to level 50. And once you're at level 50, then you go into Shadowlands. These guys are doing their best. Something tells me I might want to focus on the Oracle. Or I can just do that again, that's fine.
It's too far away.
It is too far away. You ran right out of range. We're good. I mean, they're gray mobs. They're not worth, like, any experience, so... I don't feel much of a thrill in taking out 3 at a time the way I might something that was a little bit higher of a level. Coast runners and warriors. I'm wondering if they're just going to be further and further up the coast, we're going to encounter these different types of murlocs. We have to keep going anyway, even before we can get out of this, to go up to the Alexton farmstead to hopefully find the harvesters we need for the flasks of oil. Hunters. Regular old hunters. We don't really need oracles. We're done with. Trying to see if there's anything useful down here, otherwise we can circumvent all of these guys. Let us try to resurface here and circumvent these guys. Yep, that'll work. And we shouldn't have to worry about any of these null camps. They're much lower level than us. And we could probably walk pretty close to them without them aggroing at all. Like, right here. Alright, what's going on down this way? More oracles. Just a crap ton of oracles and hunters. Let's make a little stop over at the Alexton farmstead. And we'll see if we have any harvest golems. See if we can get them to drop some flasks of oil. I'm thinking they're going to be pretty low level, so probably just plow through them. Yeah, everything over here is going to be level 15, 16 max. Maybe that means the drop rate will be better? Let's find out. We probably don't even need that. I don't know how much damage they can do to us with inner fire up. It looks like it could potentially be a good drop rate. even if we have to take out a bunch of them, it's not going to take as long. Let's clear the fields, boys and girls. And those of you not seeking to be identified as well. I covered all my bases there. I love the holy spell crits. In fact, there's a talent that we're probably going to eventually grab that's going to increase our critical effect chance, or a chance to get a critical hit. There we go, 5 out of 5. Not bad at all. That was about as quick as I wanted it to be. Now we can get back to hunting the coastline. We haven't even revealed this area here, so that'll be good for completion. Then there's an area actually just east of Sentinel Hill that somehow we have not revealed the map for. It's a little weird. I wonder if there were knolls over there and we got them all over on the west side of the zone and not on the east side. That's all I can think of for why we haven't been there for anything. This is the Gold Coast Quarry, which we never went into. When I see entire caves or enemy types that we haven't been sent up against, I always think that we missed a quest somewhere, you know? Like, nothing would have sent us into this Gold Coast Quarry. There's Defias enemies here. It seems like part of the plot thread about them stealing gold from the mines could have been deepened here. Or perhaps is in a quest that I'm just not aware of and don't have. More hunters. I'm really hoping the Coast Runners and Warriors are to the north and not all the way to the south. But I really don't know. There wasn't much more south of us. Aha. Okay. This might be a little silly, but let's see how many guys he pulls with him. Everybody. The whole camp.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
All we can really do here is stay calm and hope for the best.
I need more mana.
We can get you a little more mana. How's that?
I can't cast that yet.
I think we're gonna do this. Well, damn, we did it, guys and girls, and everyone who doesn't wish to be identified. We did it. Granted, they were all level 15, but like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counting the random crawler that we pulled. I guess we just tab targeted him and threw a Shadow Word Pain on him for no good reason. But that's great. 3 of them were warriors, so that helped us. Maybe we want to get a little health and mana back after all that. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm hoping this up here is telling us there's more at the auction house that has sold. Oh, this guy has a crawler pet.
That spell.
That's what's happening here. That's what's happening. Now it makes sense. I will say Murlocs are less annoying when you outlevel them by a lot. The bad thing is, and you'll probably have noticed this, since these guys are not worth experience, or some of them aren't, we're not proccing spirit taps, so we're not getting that boost to our regen between combats. That's the shitty part.
I can't cast that yet.
I mean, it's possible we could just wand him down. It just takes a long time. This should be the last warrior that we need. Then we need to find the coast runners. Aha! Also, the kind person who left me the message about the lighthouse told me that we could eventually pick up a treasure map. That would begin a quest. Captain Sanders' hidden treasure. If you be reading this, it means that old Captain Sanders is in a watery grave. So my treasure is yours now. You just need to follow the clues. First, you need to find me footlocker. It's probably half buried in sand by now, along the western coast of Westfall, near the shipwreck. There be lots of shipwrecks, but only one rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor, and you'll find me locker. Look in there for the next clue. Okay, so find a rusty anchor and follow that out to a ship. Have we seen a rusty anchor? Like that rusty anchor, maybe? Oh no, that looks like the bow of a ship or something. We will be running back south anyway, I think, so... If we don't find it to the north, we'll go back south and hopefully find it there. Don't need this warrior, but he's definitely going to be in our way. Hoping some of these ones on the coast would be coast runners. But apparently not. Should just be able to squeak right around them. Unless this warrior up here paths right into us. I'm seeing lots of netters, but no coast runners, which is making me kind of nervous. Thinking about that long run back south we're gonna have to do. Perhaps without having found our coast runners. And I haven't really found an anchor up here either. So that might also be back to the south anyway. Oh yeah, we're approaching the... Oh, look. We are approaching the end of the beach, and here are the coast runners. Okay, good. When you get old, your memory is bad. I fought these guys on probably like 4 different characters, but started to get worried that they weren't where I thought I remembered them to be because Bad memory. Did I hit 24 and not realize it? I think I did. That means, like, I think in one more level I'll be ready to do the stockades. I think you can do it at level 24, but as a healer, I would rather not be the lowest level in the group. Let's just finish that out. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to do next. I'd love to grab this. I'd also love to start improving our heals, though, since, especially if we're going to keep doing dungeons. We'll see how we do in the next dungeon, and if we do okay, then we're fine. We'll go more into discipline. If we are struggling, maybe we need to start going into holy. Let me know what you guys think. Interested to hear your thoughts. I want to be able to heal some of the leveling dungeons when we can, assuming we could find groups. But I also want to be able to level. I think we're doing great, and I think staying ahead of the enemy levels like we have been doing is going to help no matter what. Okay, we need more Coast Runner action and less oracles. We did okay even without getting Spirit Tap.
That's still recharging.
Pulled 2, so let's go ahead and bubble up. That one's gonna go down on his own. Let's let him run off. He's gonna pull more help though, unfortunately. That wasn't very smart. I probably should have finished him off. Alright, we've got continuing waves and waves of help here. Oh, he ran off and died. That's perfect for us.
My mana is low.
It is low, but it's okay. We can womp this guy down, no problems. Hey, and that's all we need. Great. Okay, I am going to run us all the way back down to the lighthouse. I don't think you guys need to really see that journey, so I'll see you guys there. I killed old Gobbler again in the hope that, or old Murkai in the hope that he would drop another blue. He didn't. I'm also putting together a Deadmines run. Let's see. Let me turn all these in. Praise you, brave priest. The rocks of Westfall Coast shall be lit thanks to your hard work. Many lives will be spared so long as the torch is kept lit. I died needlessly on this very shore. My afterlife plight is to see that no others follow my destination, or my destiny. The green explosion is kind of distracting. Let's take the mana potions that won't be very effective. Well done. You have quite a knack for combat. Thanks to you, the coast of Westfall is a safer place. Have you laid waste to the menace known as Old Murkai? We have. So the foul heathen, Murkai, is dead. Well done. By your hands, one life was laid to rest, but perhaps many more were saved. The great sea, wrought with danger as it is, shall be a wee bit safer this night thanks to your heroics. Safer until he respawns, you know. Alright, and that, my friends, is all the lighthouse quests, except for the Footlocker. And to be quite honest with you, I was not even paying attention to looking for anchors on the way south, to my shame. I was putting this group together, so there's that. And I will look for this. If I find it, we'll cut it back in. It's a great quest at this point. I'm not sure if it will probably chain into another quest, but we'll likely find out. this is where we're going to take a break for today, and hopefully we will see you guys again soon. As always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the support, so take care of yourselves out there. Bye now.